Hello everyone, welcome to NeenvIAS. We are discussing the Polity PYQs and today's topic is local self-government. From this topic, you would get a question every year in the mains exam, but there are not many questions in the prelims. Nevertheless, let us look at those. This is a question from 2017. Local self-government can be best explained as an exercise in federalism, democratic decentralization, administrative delegation, and direct democracy. So here the question is asking about the philosophy or the intention behind the local self-government. Here it is not the question on the provisions about the 73rd or 74th Amendment Act. Rather, it is about the philosophy and the intention of local self-government. Now, what is federalism? It is a division of the power between the center and the states, between the union government and the state governments. And what is democratic decentralization? It is giving power to the grassroots levels, the local people, so that they can govern their own lives. That is democratic decentralization. And again, administrative delegation. Administrative delegation is when a particular authority gives its authority or power to make the rules and the day-to-day administration to some other lower authority. Delegation of powers is giving the power from higher authority to lower authority. So can it be the answer? No, because of democratic decentralization, yes, definitely the powers have been given to the panchayats and the municipalities, but this is not the main intention of local self-government. The main intention is the democratic decentralization. The implication of it, the effect of it is the administrative delegation. So if we want to choose the best option, it would be B over C. And the last option says direct democracy. What is direct democracy? Direct democracy is when the people can govern themselves. Here we have to distinguish between direct democracy and representative democracy. Now what we have currently in India is representative democracy, where we elect the MLAs and the MPs and they in turn make the rules and laws for us. So they are indirectly governing us. So direct democracy is when the people can directly govern themselves. So the local self-government, the panchayats and the municipals act, they don't give direct democracy as such. Because even there, the people elect the representatives and the elected representatives will govern on behalf of the people. So the best option here is B. Let us look at the in detailed explanation. Local self-government is the management of the local affairs by the local bodies and who are elected at the local level. So that is why this is not direct democracy but representative democracy even at the grassroots level. And the two major principles of the local self-government are, one is decentralization, that is giving up the power to the lower levels, and the grassroots empowerment, so that ultimately the people in the lower levels are so empowered that they can govern their own affairs. And this is done by giving more power and the decision making authority to the local governments and the local bodies. So like I said, the administrative delegation is an implication, effect of going for democratic decentralization. It is not the direct implication. And if you recall the 73rd and 74th Amendment Act, that is where the provisions of the panchayatis and the municipalities were added to the constitution. And even when the Balwant Rai Mehta committee in 1957 recommended the three-tier structure of the local self-government, they said that the main purpose is for establishing a scheme for the democratic decentralization, having a three-tiered structure. So even here you can see the words have been lifted ditto. And the foundation principles on which this local self-government is based is the decentralization of power, the transparency, accountability at the grassroots levels, responsiveness to the local needs, and democratic governance at the local levels. And as I said, direct democracy or pure democracy is when the people directly decide the policies for themselves instead of having representatives. Now what we have is representative democracy, where we elect the local members and they'll represent on behalf of us, or we elect the MLAs, or we elect the MPs who represent on behalf of the people. So that is why for this question, the answer is B, democratic decentralization.